he's like, we're going to do everything but start World War III, and then we do things that start World War III because the Russian television hosts are telling Russian people that we're in World War III because they're fighting NATO infrastructure because we're sending Ukraine weapons and shit. I told you this was going to happen. It was like one of these days. It was a matter of time before they blamed us. It's like, because they're basically fighting like, okay, so there are American veterans on the ground. There are British veterans on the ground. There are Swedish veterans on the ground. There are all these countries that he pissed off. Regular people went there and started fighting. So, yeah, they're like flying the Ukraine flag, and they're technically not under orders. I mean, they could be special. I'm not going to... I can't say that definitively. I don't fucking know. But because of these fucking people are there, it was only a matter of time before Russia said we're supplying bodies, we're supplying weapons. Like, we may not be like officially telling bodies to go, but like a couple Nordic countries that have been remaining neutral are joining fucking NATO because fucking Putin threatened to nuke them for some stupid fucking reason.
Still have to think about this flagship. You know what I mean?
Like, their fucking Black Sea flagship sunk in the Black Sea when they're supposed to be fighting a ground war with a country without the capability of naval warfare.
It made so much sense.
Ukraine took responsibility via Neptune missiles, which I don't know is true. I mean, you could claiming that for morale, whether it's true or not, is a violent tactic in Ukraine's situation, but we could have also gave them Neptune missiles. And so it's like,
that's what they chose to do it. They were like, okay,
but Russia said it was a unexpected fire in like the ordnance room or something like that. Fucking, they haven't said if any casualty died or whatever. But I don't want to say I don't care about Russian lives, but I really don't care about lives of people fighting a war. Those people chose to be soldiers. Those people chose the risks, and they invaded a country for no fucking reason.
Resources.
I mean, you can say
what for someone's other stuff.
I mean, they're concerned about NATO, right?
No, they want their stuff initially.
No, they're concerned about NATO, and I can understand.
Isn't that just part of an excuse?
But no, it's like we are counter to them. If we're doing things that are like basically threatening the future of the Russian economy, we're trying to change things. So it's like, if Russia wants to stay the way it is, we are technically, we're not like, it's like a third, fourth, fifth order consequence, but we are technically a threat to that outcome with that their interest. So it's like, I understand why they don't want NATO, but Ukraine is Ukraine.
Can't they just stay Ukraine?
They can do whatever Ukraine wants to. They can, but if Ukraine wants to join an alliance, the people of Ukraine can join an alliance. They're free. Everyone should be free. Like I'm not gonna like fuck with my values to like stop this from happening. So it's like,
then again, like when you think about it, so let's look at it from this perspective. Like, all right, I'm Ukraine, ballpark. So my life's all right. It's not great, but it's normal. It's life. Everything's all right. My family's happy. I'm happy. Shit's happy. Fucking whatever. Now, the conversation comes up one day, and you're wondering to yourself, they're like, okay, we kind of might want to join NATO, even though we know we're on the border of Russia. And it might cause hostile tendencies to come from that situation. But we kind of think we should. We think we should do that. Do you not think, like, as a populace, you're all just going to vote logically there?
This is going to be an unpopular opinion.
I'm just
but
curious.
We ousted the last guy, and we put Zelensky in place. Yeah. And the last guy was they called him pro-Russian or whatever. But the last guy wasn't pro-Russian. Or like the last guy basically sat down at the table with us, NATO and everybody, and was like, "What you got for me?" And then he went over and sat down at the table with Russia, and he was like, "What you got for me?" Every single time on every single issue, and he was just like, no, I think I'm going to go with this because that's better for me. And then another issue comes around and he's like, no, I think I'm going to go with this because that's better for me. And because he was playing both sides a little bit and doing what a fucking leader should be doing. If I was caught between two fucking raging lunatics, I wouldn't want to join.
Exactly. Like, all right. Yours is going to affect me here, yours is not, and I'm taking yours. Okay,
But
yours
anyway.
is going to affect me here, yours is not, I'm taking yours.
I don't know exactly how it happened, and I don't know whether or not we provided like better election integrity. Like, I don't know how it worked, but we got the other guy out, and this guy was voted in.
Yeah.
Putin don't like this guy because this guy's like, we want to go all the way to the left. So like, in a way, we're both doing the same thing. NATO's trying to, and the EU is trying to acquire Ukraine completely, and Russia is trying to acquire Ukraine completely because it is strategically necessary with the amount of like wheat and shit that it produces. So so the other president that was playing both sides and going with the better deals and remaining neutral with both sides and keeping Putin happy with having a buffer zone between him and NATO, and right, that was probably the best course of action in the long run, especially when we have fucking Bozo the Clown in office that nuke them. Right. So it's like
That's sadly something we could expect. Maybe the way it's been progressing, I don't doubt that somebody's going to attempt to make some form of address or action at this point, because thinking that both parties are just kind of interfering to this extent, Russian people are kind of getting a little concerned with people.
Regular host, just average Russian on television speaking her mind, or state propagandist speaking what the Russian state wants. Either way, the Russian news source is telling the Russian people that they're already in World War III against NATO, and we struck the first blow.
Yeah. So something's coming from somewhere. Like, I don't know what's happening. Are we going to have this live broadcast on the tele?
So remember when I told you to go get some food, right? You might want to, and this has been in short supply, so it might be hard to find, but you might want to add some potassium iodide to that list, because the radiation, it basically fills your I don't want to be like non-scientific, so this is not a scientifically accurate description, but it basically fills the place where your body fills with iodine. It fills it with radiated iodine, but if you have already filled it with non-irradiated potassium iodine, you theoretically won't get irradiated. Now, I'm not telling you to just go eat potassium iodine and die like a motherfucker. That like the people that are eating Tide Pods and shit. Like, read the instructions and like consult a professional. But
so apparently, guys, just so you know, one thing that might save you from radioactive death, possibly contemplated, not guaranteed, is Tide Pods. Chew fast.
I didn't. That's not what I said. I hope you guys just prepare and be safe.
Just remember, leading compound is found in Tide.
I think that's all we have for you in this one. Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Remember, guys, it's not candy.
Should Biden be chasing the white rabbit? And do you think we're in World War III? Let us know in the comments below.
Trick questions, guys. Which one are you more concerned about, the rabbit or the war?
I mean, the rabbit's probably the worst fucking thing. Because do you really want somebody that's like, as commander-in-chief?
We're already there.
I know, it's sad. But we'll leave you to ponder that.
So with that, good night.
That's on point. Peace.